What's up, guys? So I had to go outside. Let me show you what's outside. We're gonna open up this. Yeah, there's the Tahoe over there in the snow. It's very snowy, and yeah. So my wife's coffee maker quit on her, so I had to go to the dollar store and get coffee. What's up, Base Cat? What's up, buddy? So I had this project that I was going to work on today, but my wife's home, so we're not going to be doing that because that's a lot. It's very noisy. And we'll go to the back door here. You guys have probably been watching the weather and stuff, and here in Springfield, Missouri, it is February the 18th, and yeah, this is what's happening. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3:30, and we're getting this, and it's supposed to continue on into the night. It's very cold, and but the cold isn't the big problem. The big problem is the wind. There's quite a bit of wind. You can see the cover on my grill. Well, you can't really see. Yeah, you can see it's kind of blowing. That's my wind detector. Looking out the window, I can see that cover. If it's blowing around, that's quite a bit of wind. So there's that. We just continue to deal with things, you know, day to day. Sometimes it's complicated. Sometimes it's just sucks. But we do the thing because the thing needs to be done. What do you think?
I don't think.
Are you happy you have coffee? Oh yeah, yeah. Got a large coffee, and she's playing Lord of the Rings online. Yeah, yeah. She's murdering stuff, killing animals in the woods.
Yeah, 3 levels higher than me.
3 levels higher than you? Ooh, that's always fun, dude. Had to go get this. How much was this thing? It wasn't that much.
I don't know.
It's like
25.
it was like $26 for this coffee maker, and it has a programmable timer thing. This is the same one we had the last time, the one that broke, but it lasted, what did we say, a couple of years? Yeah, so it lasted a couple of years, and so I figured, you know, there's that. And then we got in there, ooh, there's things happening in there. That's lasagna, so that's good, and looking forward to that. But sometimes life just sort of throws crap at you, and you can either, you know, deal with it or cry about it, you know.
Or cry about it, then deal with it.
Or according to my wife, you can also cry about it and then deal with it. And of course, you can bitch about it and then deal with it also.
You deal with it.
As long as you eventually deal with it. What do you think, buddy?
It's like I ain't know.
What are you doing, buddy?
You got stuff in your eyeballs.
You got stuff in your eyeballs. You gonna scrape it out with your finger?
I did.
Oh, you got eyeballed, man. You got mom spit on you.
You saw the look he gave me.
He takes up this whole shelf down here. He'll get on this one sometimes too. That's always bad. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna show you how weird we are. So I keep weird stuff. So this is from the Tahoe build. This is my chip brush, and the first batch of or the first or second batch, I had a little bit of this left over. and I just stuck the brush in there so I could pull it out of the thing, and it came out with this really wonderful little brush pile thing, and I like it, so I put it up here. Then there's this thing. This thing came from one of her relatives, and they sent her this as an Alaska thing. It's got this blade here, and it may look decorative, but this thing is razor sharp. This is the blade they use to skin animals in Alaska, so it's very unique. And then there's my favorite rubbing rock. It's got this nice dent in it, and I pick it up and I sit here and I do this when I'm thinking about stuff. So yeah, see, I'm weird, like I said.
Well, you didn't talk about my dad's thing.
Oh yeah, okay, fair enough. This thing here has stuff in it from her dad. He was alive. That's his stuff he carried
And this
wore.
was his sister's, so it's brother and sister.
Yeah, and that was his sister. So the gift from the sister here. So it's brother and sister, she said. And then we have a sign back there that we acquired the other day somewhere. Renee brought it home, and teamwork makes the dream work. But over here we have a whole bunch of random stuff. But yeah, I have lots of rocks, and there's a stick that I found, and I whittled it down, and it's got this hole in it that runs all the way through. I thought that was very unique, and so I made it a permanent. Like I said, I'm weird.
It says Gary.
Yeah, it says Gary and Renee. Yeah, well, they saw that because that's in the video. You know, some things just don't have to be explained; they're just there. But I haven't done any big videos, and the main reason winter and that stuff out there sucks. All you people over there in Australia and places where it's nice and warm, and Southern California, and you know, y'all suck, so there's that. But the future is bright, so we're gonna see what we can do with that. I got the Tahoe plan. I've got to work on the amp wall. I got to straighten a lot of the wires out and tie everything down and neaten it all up. And I've got to do the back side of the wall, start on that space behind the wall that's in the back of the Tahoe. That needs all the work. I want to do some trim work on the wall to make it more, to make the transition between the wall and the ceiling better. So if you guys have any ideas on that, I would entertain all of them. Awesome out here. We'll talk about it. We'll look at it. I'm up for grabs. I could do, like, you know, quarter round or trim or a whole lot of things, and I just hadn't decided on what I'm going to do yet. But something is going to happen there. So I've got to make that. I want to make that transition between the wall and the rest of the vehicle a little bit more happy, a little more aesthetically pleasing. But for now, guys, I just wanted to shoot you a video out and let you know what was going on in the world of me. As far as my the cancer thing goes, I'm just on the hormone therapy. So the anti-hormone therapy, they took my hormones away. I have no hormones, and that by itself means that life sucks. I have no energy. I have no.
Done with those 3-month shots.
I got like 3 more, but they're once every 3 months. So I got like 9 more months of this.
No, you
torture.
Till October.
Huh?
That's what he said, October.
Yeah, 9 more months or 8 more months or whatever.
I guess that is. Wow.
Yeah. What it boils down to is I'm being denied hormones until October. And guys, I know if you have low testosterone, you feel like crap, right? I have 0 testosterone. Like 0. And that has just wrecked my whole body, and my brain, my nerves. But other than that, my cancer numbers are really low. The rest of my numbers, like my blood pressure and my blood sugar and all that kind of stuff, are all really good, except for, what was it? Cholesterol.
And your salt intake.
Well, that was because of my swelling in my legs.
I know.
So that you know, I have a lot of retaining water in my legs, and I went and I had to really request a lot to get some diuretics to help get rid of the water, the fluid buildup in my body, because I was retaining a lot of fluid. My doctor finally gave me some diuretics for that purpose, and boy, that made a big difference. And but she's like, but you also got to back off on your salt. And I'm like, man.
And the Diet Cokes and the smoking.
And the Diet Cokes and the smoke. She didn't say anything about the smoking. She just give up on that.
Well, you know.
That's a battle that she knows she's not going to win.
I'm just saying, you know.
Without Diet Cokes, my brain turns off, my body turns off. I am a completely worthless piece of meat if I don't have my caffeine every day.
Good. I don't work tonight.
It's sad because I had to go do a stress test. They wanted to do a stress test on my heart, right? So they told me I couldn't have anything. I couldn't have any caffeine from the day before, and I couldn't have anything to drink that morning. And so I went into this place with 0 caffeine in my body, and my blood pressure was so freaking low because of this that they couldn't even do the test.
They had an ambulance waiting.
Renee said they had an ambulance waiting outside whenever they got ready to do this. What they ended up doing was they had me sit there and pump up my legs and move my legs around and do all kinds of stuff to try to get my blood pressure. And my blood pressure was still crap. It was like 80 something over some ridiculously low number. I told him, I said, look, you told me I couldn't have any caffeine. That's why my blood pressure is so low. So they went ahead and did the test, which the test involves dropping your blood pressure really low, right? So since my blood pressure was already ridiculously low, and the test actually dropped it down lower, that's why they wanted my blood pressure to be higher. But they had this guy standing by over here to my right, and he had already got the needle in me and already was ready to go. He had a syringe full of caffeine, just shooting straight caffeine. And so they dropped my blood pressure down. They did this test, and as soon as they got done, it took them a few seconds. As soon as they got done, he slammed this caffeine in my system, and son, I went from being, to pow all at one time. And I mean, look, you think you know how quickly caffeine can do crazy things? You really don't know until you're in a position where you go from no caffeine to being injected with caffeine. And then you find out just how much of a difference it is between 0 caffeine and fully caffeinated. It's like a light switch. It's huge. So they did that, but my blood pressure is low. It's always low, and they got me on medication to help with different things. It also lowers my blood pressure even more. I don't know. Anyway, it's the stuff. It's all the stuff. So, but for now, guys, y'all say bye to Base Cat. What?
Say meow.
He's not going to speak. He's not going to say a word. You don't want to see him freak out, though? Watch this.
Oh my God, dude.
Watch this. I'm on. This is the switch that turns on the attic fan. So I'm just going to stand here with my hand on this switch. Now y'all watch him. I'm going to get the zoom in on him. You mean to do this? Huh? He's watching me. Flip it. What? No? You want me to turn this on? Say yes? You want me to turn it on?
That was not a yes.
Was that? Yeah? Turn it on? He does not like that fan. You guys know. I'm so messed up. Poor cat. Say bye, buddy.